The government has files it still can't explain. Not theories, not rumors, official files, real dates, real cases. And one of the strangest records in this entire pattern goes back to 1561, Nuremberg, Germany. April 14th, people walked outside and saw something impossible. Red spheres, black discs, crosses, long cylinders, all moving above the city as if the sky itself had become a battlefield. They had no cameras, no radar, no word for UFO, but they had something else. Woodcut printing, and the event was recorded in a famous broadsheet by Hans Glaser. To modern eyes, and the image looks almost impossible. Some people look at it and see UFOs. Others see a symbolic religious warning. Others think it may have been a natural atmospheric phenomenon. The people of Nuremberg were not thinking about spacecraft. They were thinking in the language of their world: God, judgment, signs, omens. When the sky gave them something they could not understand, their minds translated it into the only story available: a battle in heaven. And this is what humans do. We do not see the unknown as it is. We see it through the ideas our time gives us. In the ancient world, a strange light could become a message from the gods. In the medieval world, it could become an omen, a warning, divine punishment. But the sky did not need to change. Only the mind beneath it did, because the human brain hates empty space. If it sees something it cannot explain, it doesn't leave it blank. It fills it with fear, with religion, technology, with whatever story feels possible at the time. And that is why the history of UFOs doesn't begin with flying saucers. It begins with the human need to explain the sky. That was 500 years ago. Since then, the sky kept giving us things we couldn't name, and we kept building files. Then the 20th century changed everything. The unknown was no longer just spiritual. It was strategic. It was dangerous. It was something governments had to track. In the late 1940s, the phrase flying saucer exploded into public imagination. People reported strange objects. Pilots saw lights. Newspapers printed stories. The sky became a question, and the government started building files. The United States Air Force eventually created Project Blue Book, a real attempt to study reports of unidentified flying objects. From 1947 to 1969, thousands of reports were collected. Many were explained: aircraft, weather balloons, astronomical objects, misidentifications. But not all of them. Project Blue Book recorded 12,618 sightings, and 701 remained unidentified. That number does not prove aliens. Unidentified does not mean extraterrestrial. It means the available information was not enough. But psychologically, that gap is powerful, because the moment something becomes official, the mystery feels heavier. Then there is the FBI vault, documents that feel like they are hiding something, even when they are not. One of the most famous UFO-related documents is the Guy Hotel Memo, a short FBI memo from 1950. For years, people online treated it like proof that the government knew more than it admitted. But the truth is colder. The FBI itself explained that the memo does not prove the existence of UFOs. It was a second-hand or third-hand claim. The FBI never investigated it. No further evaluation was attempted. And that is what makes it so important, because the file is real, but the belief people built around it is not proven by the document. A real file can contain an unverified story. A real archive can hold a rumor, and a government stamp can make the human mind treat uncertainty like hidden truth. Today, the language changed again. UFO became UAP. Unidentified anomalous phenomena. The term sounds colder, more official, less like science fiction, more like data. And that change matters. Because modern agencies are not only asking, what did someone see? They are asking, what data exists? What did the sensor record? Could it be a drone, a satellite, a classified aircraft, or something still unresolved? NASA has studied UAP from a scientific perspective, focusing on better data and better ways to understand what is being reported. A ARO describes its work as data-driven, using a scientific framework. This is not the language of fantasy. It is the language of uncertainty. And uncertainty is uncomfortable. People want the file to say yes or no, alien or fake, but sometimes the answer is worse. We do not know yet. There is a reason blurry videos spread so fast. A clear image gives the brain limits, gives it freedom. When something is unclear, your mind does not just watch it, it helps create it. And once the story forms, it becomes hard to erase. Because now, you are not looking at pixels. You are looking at possibility. That is why ancient paintings, old newspaper reports, military files, and modern UAP videos all connect so easily. They do not prove the same thing, but they trigger the same part of us. The part that cannot stand the unknown. The part that needs the sky to answer back. In 1561, a strange sky became a battle in heaven. In the 1890s, strange lights became mystery airships. In the Cold War, unknown objects became possible enemy technology. In the space age, they became visitors from another world. Today, they become UAP records, data problems, official files, unresolved cases. Every era sees the same sky, but builds a different story around it. Maybe that is the real mystery. Not only what people saw, but why every generation needed to explain it, using the fears and dreams of its time, because naming something gives us control. Even if the name is wrong. Omen, airship, flying saucer, UFO, UAP, different names, same sky, same human fear. What is above us? And does it know we are here?